What the fuck was this movie, man? What the fuck was this? Look, man, I tried to watch this movie on 3 separate occasions, and on 3 separate occasions, I fucking fell asleep during this movie. The second and the third time, I had 2 Red Bulls just going into this shit. I watched on the second viewing. I watched it with the Joe Bob Briggs thing, thinking it was gonna be much more insightful and much more entertaining because of it being broken up. No, it was 3 hours long, and I fucking fell asleep within the first half hour. This is the equivalent of literally throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. The making behind this movie is actually what makes this movie much more fucking fascinating. And the reason that is because this movie actually started off as one movie and then shifted off to being another fucking movie because the investors did not like what they have seen, and so they brought someone else in, fired the 2 dudes, brought in someone else, and added this fucking weird Frankenstein with this blonde girl. The only memorable thing about this fucking movie is this blonde girl running through the cemetery with her things running, jiggling everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, that is it. I'm a man. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to find some fucking positives in this fucking movie because I don't wasted fucking 4 or 5 hours trying to watch this piece of shit movie. What the fuck? And it's not even that it's not entertaining. It is fucking boring. This movie is boring. There are 2 different movies in this movie, and not one of them can find an interesting plot or storyline. Like, what the fuck? There should be a documentary about this movie because, goddamn, the behind the scenes shenanigans and politicking that went on to this movie that created this monstrosity should be fucking studied and researched to a great degree. Now, look, I can't even tell you what this fucking movie is about because this movie don't even know what it's about. You have a group of horny teenagers going to a cabin to resurrect Satan. Then you have this freaky looking motherfucker right here trying to make this blonde girl his wife. She doesn't want it, so she has to escape and runs into like fart monsters. Like, literally, there are 2 golems that all they do is fart. Now, that would have been funny, but this movie does the ultimate sin, which is boring. And if this review is confusing, yeah, because this fucking movie in itself is confusing. I highly recommend you go watch the Joe Bob Briggs. I highly recommend you go check out Megan Navarro's article on It Came From the 80s about this movie because she does a really great detailed breakdown of behind the scenes of this movie. Fuck me, man. I wasted 3 minutes of y'all time to tell you that this was shit. Sorry.